Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacy and this is my YouTube channel where I make videos on working 9 to 5, living a healthy lifestyle, and basically living my authentic life here in my 20s. Welcome if you are new here, and if you're not, welcome back. Happy to have you back. Today we are kind of doing a little bit of a monthly reset, but I'm kind of embarking on a little challenge. So if you guys have been following along, you know that the past few months since us moving back to my small town and me starting a new job, it's kind of been a little bit of a struggle for me to stick to some of the healthy habits that I traditionally have had. And this past month I was kind of easy on myself and essentially just wanted to do one thing every day that allowed me to feel closer to my authentic self. Going into this new month in November, I want to hit the ground hard. I am tired of not sticking to my goals. I am tired of feeling like crap, so I am hitting the ground hard and I want you guys to come along with me. So I am doing a little 30-day challenge. So it's kind of like a variation on the 75 hard, except it's not going to be as hard because I think 75 hard is extremely unhealthy and unattainable. If you've done it, awesome for you, but it's just not good for me. But this challenge does kind of follow some of the same things as that challenge. It's just shorter and they're a little bit less extreme. So let's go ahead and dive on into what specifically I'm going to be doing for these 30 days. The first thing is to do a no spend month. I'm going to give you guys some more details as to why I decided to do a no spend month. Basically, my husband and I had to buy a car and take out a loan in order to buy that car. So for the next like 4 months, I'm probably going to be doing a no spend month, but I thought that starting off in November, it would be just a good policy to do a no spend month. And if you've never done a no spend month, that does not mean that we're not spending money on anything. We're just only going to be spending money on essentials. At the end of this video, I'm gonna take you guys through what our budget looks like for a no spend month so that you can kind of get an idea of maybe how you could do that or what that even looks like. But that is the first thing, no spending money on anything unnecessary. And then my next one is to close the rings on my Apple Watch. I recently started wearing this Apple Watch and the next one is to close the rings on this Apple Watch. So I recently started wearing this. It's my husband's, but he wasn't wearing it. So I have taken it over and I am now wearing it consistently. And most days I do fairly easily get the rings closed, but some days it's a little bit harder. Like Sundays, I don't normally do a whole lot of physical activity on Sundays, so that's just gonna be bumping up my exercise just a little bit, nothing too crazy. I do consistently lift weights 4 to 5 days a week, so I'm just gonna kind of be doing some additional things on those days where I don't necessarily go and lift weights or anything. Nothing too crazy, but a little bit of a challenge. And if you don't have an Apple Watch, you could do 10,000 steps or a 30-minute workout, whatever works for you. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy. It definitely does not have to be an hour-long workout twice a day, because that's insane. Actually, I think it's 45-minute workout is 75 hard, but whatever. We'll do something a little easier. And then no alcohol. This shouldn't be too extremely hard because I don't drink that often, but every now and then I do like to partake. And this also is going to help with saving on money because, let's be honest, alcohol is kind of expensive. Even if you mostly drink at home, it gets really expensive. So that's just going to be an additional way for us to save some money. And then 64 ounces of water daily. I have a 32-ounce water bottle, and sometimes I don't even drink that consistently. That's gonna be a little bit of a stretch, but I definitely feel the need to drink a little bit more water because I don't get enough and it's kind of crazy. And then the last thing is to read 10 pages daily. I have been absolutely off my reading game recently, which I have hated because I miss it a lot. So we're gonna be doing 10 pages a day, which I feel like is fairly doable. We'll see how it goes. But it shouldn't be too hard for me. I should either be able to fit that in the mornings or in the evenings right before I go to bed. Those are the things that I'm going to be doing. I do want to hop up at my desk for a second here and show you guys the template that I made that I will be using to track these habits, which if you would like, that is down below. So you can go ahead and click the link in the description below to have access to that if you guys want to do that along with me. But let's go ahead and hop up to the desk and I will show you that. Okay, so here's my little tracker for my 30-day challenge. I just have no spending, no alcohol, and move rings here at the top. Basically, I'm just gonna bubble those in if I do that thing. If I don't, it doesn't get bubbled in. And I also have 64 ounces of water. I did do 2 water droplets for this, so each one would be 1 water bottle. So essentially I'll just do the top row, my first water bottle, the second water bottle is the bottom row. So I just really like having things to check off, so if I can have something to check off in addition, it'll motivate me a little bit more. So I thought that was a good idea for that. And then for my 10 pages read, I'm going to essentially just write in the bubble on here the page that I ended on, and then hopefully read 10 pages every day. So it's super simple, but I wanted to keep it simple. That way I could easily be able to go in here and check things off without having to like think too much about it. So that's how I will be tracking each day. And now I did just want to go into our budget and show you guys kind of what a no spend budget month would look like for us, just so you can maybe follow along and do it yourself. This is what our budget looks like. I did remove our rent and then also our loans. So obviously I can't really fix what our rent looks like and our loans. I just kind of want to keep private. That way you guys don't know absolutely everything. But I will go into kind of our variable expenses and then also our automatic charges that we just kind of have to pay. So things like phone, car insurance, our music payment. We did go ahead and take out car wash just because we're really trying to pay off the car that we purchased here very quickly. So any additional things that we can get rid of, like a car wash, we're gonna get rid of. Brandon may take his car to the like non-automatic one, like the manual car wash, because that's a little bit cheaper, but we're not gonna pay for a car wash subscription, just to save some money. Fitness, we are still paying for a gym. That's kind of a non-negotiable for us. Obviously, you can still get good workouts without a gym, but for us, convenience-wise, we just don't want to pay for a gym. We pay $60 for a gym. I don't really know if that's like excessive or not, but I've definitely seen more expensive gyms out there. So, but there's cheaper ones out there too, if you need a cheaper option. Groceries is at $800, which seems completely outrageous, but that's kind of where we're sitting right now. I'm hoping that here in the next couple months, we will be able to lower that a little bit just by making like some more conscious decisions. And it's really the like Friday and Saturday night random grocery runs for like random things for the weekend that kind of get us into some trouble with spending. So maybe we can reduce that a little bit, and maybe I'll make a video taking you guys along how we're reducing our grocery budget, but that's kind of where it is right now. Gas, we commute a while, and gas is really expensive right now. $400 is about where it sits currently. I don't really know if there's a way that we can make that go down any, unfortunately. Our electric is one way that we save a lot of money because we do try to not run our heat or air conditioning as much as possible. So currently I have that budgeted at $125. We'll see if that changes. Wi-Fi, that's $100, doesn't change no matter what we do. And then eating out, we are completely negating our eating out budget, which I did bump our grocery budget up a little bit just because if we're not eating out ever, then that is going to maybe bring our grocery bill up just a little bit. So that was my thinking there. And then miscellaneous, I usually have around like $500 in miscellaneous, which is kind of just like our fun spending on like things from Amazon or clothes or random excursions like camping or whatever. So we're going to try to reduce those things, especially going into winter. That shouldn't be too incredibly hard because we won't really be doing a whole lot. So basically my thinking with a no spending month is remove that eating out and remove those miscellaneous things like shopping or excursions or anything like that. And that will kind of help you to spend a lot less money because those things really add up. So this is really just a bare bones budget, and we will see at the end of next month if we can stick to some of these categories. The miscellaneous one I'm a little bit nervous about because that also is kind of some other things that come up out of the blue every now and then, but we do have an emergency fund for those sorts of things, which we did have to tap into a little bit for the car purchase, but we will ramp that back up before we start paying off the car. So hopefully that kind of made sense. I just kind of went through all that really quickly, but hopefully it made sense to you guys. And if you want more information on budgeting and whatnot, I do have a video on how I budget. I'll try to remember to link that up or down in the description below. So you can check that one out. And if you would like more information on budgeting, or me to make more videos where I kind of walk you through our budget and how I go through that, just let me know and I will make some more of those. But this is the kickoff to my 30-day challenge, and we're gonna see how we do. If you are wanting to do this along with me, or maybe do some sort of other version of it, that would be amazing. It doesn't have to be exactly the goals that I chose for this challenge, but maybe you can tweak them a little bit to fit you a little bit better. Whatever works for you. That's the cool thing about challenges like this, is you can kind of make them whatever works for you and whatever goals you want to focus on. But hopefully at the end of this month we'll all be a little happier and healthier, and now is the time, because I feel like with January coming up, everybody likes to set goals in January, but I think focusing on ending your year really well is also a super good thing. But I think with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I will be filming a lot of daily vlogs or weekly vlogs, taking you guys along this challenge, so make sure that you are subscribed so that you can stay on top of all of those and get to watch all of them and get notified when I post. I have been posting every Monday and Friday here recently, so I have switched my upload days from Thursdays to Fridays, but I upload every Monday and Friday twice a week, usually at 8 a.m, so be on the lookout for those videos. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one.